Hey everyone, welcome back to Factorio. We're going to continue with Diggy. We are now 15 hours in. So let's go. So, this is what we're looking at right now. Last time we were able to move our smelting from over here to over here, and it's looking pretty decent. We set up red and green science as well. And that seems to be working okay. I think we do definitely need to probably add a couple more red science. It's cheap, and we need to catch up to all the green science that we have. But we can get to that. Where is our inventory? Because clearly it is not in our inventory. Yes, that does make sense. Oh, here it is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a third building here. That's the easiest way to go about things here. And as long as these 8 labs are saturated, I think that's good enough for me. So, I mean, looking at this now, we have the 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6. We have some amounts between 5 and 8 done. I think adding another one should do the job. So let's just do this, and I mean, this is a pretty easy fix, I think. I was more concerned yesterday when I was doing this that I'd have to do a lot more, but I guess not. Look at that. Nice and easy. So now we have 3 to 2. Eventually we'll probably have to add to the green. I mean, we could do it now. That probably would be the smarter thing to do. But then I don't know. Depends. So right now there's 264 in there. I'm going to check back and see if that increases or decreases. Because if it increases, then there's nothing I have to do. If it decreases, then I might consider adding another one. So the main problem with what we've done here is that we don't have a proper bus system, and so it's going to be harder to make other things. We do have circuits here, we do have iron here, we do have copper here, so technically we get the throughput that we need to get everything going. But it is throughput, so it's going to be, depending on if we're going to make a lot of these in the future, it could slow down. But, you know, speed isn't really what we're aiming for here, as long as it works. That's pretty much all we care about. So, in that case, make sure we're making something. ABC, always be crafting. And then let's figure out what else we need. I'd like to start automating blue science if that's possible. We already have solid fuel. In fact, we could do more. We can get more. So let's do that. Bam, just like that. I'll add more since we have the resources. We do have advanced oil as well right now, so I could actually convert the light into petroleum, but you know, I'm not really seeing a point at the moment. You can see that we're full on plastic, basically full on petroleum. Sulfuric acid could use a bump, but are we really using it? You know, so because we have like 200 batteries already, and I don't think we need batteries for anything else, so I think we're fine. We can always add that later if need be. What I do want to make sure that we keep going is our steel. We have 1.1k steel in there, which is actually a lot more than I thought. Probably when I look at the chest, it's not going to be as much though, but I mean, that's pretty good. We're going to need, we definitely will need more in the future because we're going to need to make all the steel stuff for rails and everything. I think rails need something needs steel in the science category, so we'll need the steel regardless of whether we need it now or not. Let's see, stone bricks going pretty slowly, but that's to be expected. We're only grabbing stone from the line here. I took this off because I would rather have everything go towards stone bricks at the moment. But I do run the risk of this not actually filtering all the stone out. So we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, let's make sure that we leave room here. The stack inserter definitely is kind of slow here. You can see that there was all that copper, but it was barely keeping up at all. They are only going 2 at a time, I think. Let's see if we can increase that. I think that will be worthwhile for us. And then we're just doing this since we don't have the blue signs right now to worry about. I do probably want to transfer some stone down here. We do have a lot mining up there. So I guess I can afford to transfer this down. I'll take one away just in case. Yeah, so I mean I was able to catch 3 at a time, so I think that's good enough. It does look like we're running out of iron mines here. We really just have these 3 going, and one of them's almost out as well. Oh, we have these as well. Never mind. Just kidding. I completely lied. All right. So back here, what are we doing? Engines are going to be our next thing that we need. So that needs, oh, here's what needs steel. That needs steel, that needs iron gear wheels, and it needs pipes. So we have a lot of pipes already. We have a decent amount of steel, and we have gear wheels as well. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually not going to automate that. I'm just going to manually feed what we've made so far, and hopefully that will be enough. Question is, I guess it's not really a question, but I guess I want to do multiple at a time instead of just the one. So that means we're going to actually have to have a setup. I do have landfills now, so I can do something like this. Fancy, I know. Try to figure out how to do this. Give me a second. Because we need... I could just put it across. Yeah, we'll just move these up. That would probably be the smarter thing. I'll make 5 at a time. And we'll see how this goes. We can always add more later. So this is going to be our steel. And then we're going to need pipes and gear wheels as well. That will come this way. Let's do it the other way. It'll save us some space because I can just add it right here. And just like that, all that time that we've been making those, it's done. All right, so engines. Bring the recipe across. Add our inserters. Add our power. And then add our output. And this seemed to have worked out pretty well. I did this properly. It does seem like it. Again, oh no, we'll do it the other way. No, let's do it right here. I was gonna use a loader, but there's really no need to. We're not making them fast enough for it to warrant that. Right, so let's do our due diligence and make sure all of these are producing and exporting. And it does seem to be that. So, perfect. Let's go fill up our gear wheel chest here with all the ones that we made previously. Just picking it up mainly just for my ease of use. So let's see. Do we want to start stocking up on circuits? I think we do. I honestly thought we had way more than this. That's fine. We need more pipes than we do gear wheels at the moment, so that should be fine. Okay, let's make more stuff. We want more of these, and we're gonna need engines. Bam. And bam. Nice. Nice and easy. And I guess if we're gonna continue with this, I guess we'll do a little bit of this. Works for me. I mean, certainly I could just put this down here and add that to the end and have this automated, and that'd be the smarter thing. But, you know me. Why do the smarter thing that I obviously already thought of, then just, do the much less inefficient thing. Or yeah, much less efficient thing. So I am going to put circuits into a chest for now. That is going to start to eat up our iron, but looking at our chests here, we have plenty. So I don't feel too bad about this. I'm going to make more steel furnaces, and I'm going to extend this because we fixed it earlier to make it more viable. Let's just prep. I'm going to save the game before I lose everything here. Okay, we're good. Still good. Still good. All right. I can at least do 3 or so or more. That seem right? I guess I'll just wait until I have the furnaces. Actually, I have furnaces on me. We'll just upgrade this after we're done, after we get them. Need more inserters. Interesting. So the inserter capacity has been increased. So this should be a little bit more efficient now. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. What was I doing? I was finishing this. The one thing I could do to make this potentially more efficient is do double highways, like have this go down and then join this and then have it be made double-sided. It'd be a little bit more efficient because it would allow these to place a little bit easier. But I think we're fine. We're a little behind. We got ahead on this and then we're behind on this. We'll get there. We'll get there, I promise. Did you see my title? Incremental progress, okay? We're working on it. But it is noted. Let's see, what should we get now? Guess we might as well get this. It's relatively cheap. Okay, good. So we're actually throwing up on that. Then again, we haven't actually been making anything. So we're at 202. Let's check back on that later. Waiting for this to finish, and then I'll put up the inserters. But things are going okay. We'll have our blue signs being made, and then we can get things done with that. Once we have our blue signs, I don't really know what I want to focus on. Advanced material processing will be needed for purple science, as well as advanced electronics for the utility science. We'll need low density structures for our rocket and low high science. What do we need for these? Copper plates, steel plates, plastic bars. I probably want to do this one soon. That way we can start using up the copper plates that have been piling up that we're not really using. Wow, we're actually almost full. So I think it would be in our best interest to, start using this up. That will deplete our steel stores quickly, I think. It also gives us a purpose for our plastic, so I think it's a good idea. Another thing we could be working on is getting our red circuits up and running. Just a small set like our green circuits. I'm getting confused for some reason. And yeah, so we could do that. Because this is going to back up very soon. That's not a good sign. That should not be happening anymore. That means oh yeah, I forgot, our mines are dry. So that does make sense. Let's reverse this for a little bit. We're gonna need to go find more mining for our coal. In the meantime, we'll just reverse this. We have a decent store, so hopefully we'll be able to get our mining up before we run out again. We're not using this for our plastic anyways, because the plastic is full. Get Lotus Redux and throw them out. So I could, but then that would require me to get stuff and download things, I think. And that's scary. You know what you can find on the internet? A lot of scary things. I'm just an innocent streamer. Okay, so this place is pretty much cleared out. I am going to move this down a little bit so we can get more stone. But we're going to have to move this up for more coal, or move it down for more coal. Even makes loaders better. That does sound good. But that's not how they intended you to play it. So therefore, something or other developers wish or something. I'm just lazy to do it. I'll do it eventually. Okay, so it looks like we don't really have any of our coal mined here. So that means that either we're gonna have to go up, or we're gonna have to mine this out. And I guess we're gonna go up. That's probably our best bet here. So first thing we should do is, well, let's move over. Let's mine this out a little bit, and so we can get some miners on the stone. It's not exactly high priority, because we have a good amount of stone, but we will want this in the future, so... And this is the easiest thing to do at the moment, so that's what we're doing. Well, I'm talking about the developers of the mod. Obviously, everything is balanced around the loaders that they gave you, right? So therefore, it would be terrible of me to just completely change their will when I'm just trying to present this mod in its full glory. That sounds legit, right? Yeah, those the chests really aren't worth it for me anymore. They're not anything too amazing. Anything I can find in there I can already make. So fortunately it's not giving me any tech upgrades like they used to. Alright, so I think that's good enough. Let's move these guys over. Maybe even mine this out. Why not? Might as well wipe the area clean. So, miners. I should grab all those. I'll move belt over because I'm mining anything else. Okay, that's done. I guess while I'm doing this, might as well get projectile damage. We're gonna need it eventually. And then let's clean some of this up as well. Clearly I'm off my template here, but still holding up, so good enough. All right, so we're not going to get much out of this, but we're going to get something. And it's going to make the area look a little nicer. Can we get this coal as well? Yeah. Fancy. All right. Neat. Doesn't solve our main problem, which is we need more coal, but all the same, I like it. All right, so let's strategically place our miners here to grab as much as we can. I'm a little curious, if we place our miner over this amalgamation of ore here, will it forcefully go towards the sulfuric miner? How interesting. So it still mines like normal. I guess I just can't mine the uranium unless I add sulfur to it. Good to know. Let's see if we can get the most out of this. Something like this, maybe. I'll have to mine a little bit more out, but... Hey team, how's it going? It's fortunate that the miners actually do more than they look, mine more than they do. That way I can put these pillars in there and it's really no problem at all, really. It does lower the amount that we're mining at a time, but fine. It's fine. My machine works off scanning the sector. If it encounters something it cannot mine, it locks it up. Gotcha. That's interesting. And we're just gonna mine this forward and then bring it down so we can add a couple more miners right there. Out of ammo. This is fine. Standing in goop. Being attacked. No big deal. We're even gonna get this. That's pretty exciting. Alright, so this goes here. I guess I want that as well. So let's... Oh, that's what you mean by locking up. Gotcha. Yeah, that is a problem. So we actually won't be able to do that. I'd be able to get this one. I thought you meant it locked it up from being mined. But it actually locks up the machine. That is not what we want. Right. Yeah, we could do it. I mean, there's not really that much here to mine anyways. We'll put a burner down. Why not? It's like we're not doing too hot on electricity now that I've added all these, but hopefully we've got a little bit of coal coming through to replenish what we've gotten rid of here. That's what got us into this mess in the first place. But yeah, that's probably what we're gonna do. In the meantime, we should probably start mining up here a little bit more. But I think we're gonna leave this for now. We're gonna add the extra boilers and steam engines. We're gonna leave this coal supply for our power for now. And if we run out of coal, we can always just fall back on all of this. We have plenty of solid fuel to work with. Okay, so let's want 2 of these, 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I'm actually curious to see if solar power works at all on this map, because you know I can't tell the difference between night and day. That's for sure. So maybe they've glitched it in some way. I mean, how am I gonna launch a rocket? How am I still alive with all this pollution in the cavern? A lot of questions. Maybe solar panels will work somehow. Who knows? Oh shoot! I forgot to put our productivity modules in. Oh, that's true. Good call, good call. So, and that would make sense. That would be a nice trick to make sure that solar panels don't work either. Is there anything more important that I need to do? Not yet. We still don't have the blue science exactly, and the military. We haven't done military science, but I don't plan on doing that anytime soon, so we're fine. Just going through. Good. Okay, so before we do up north for more coal, I think I want to start and try to automate advanced circuits, a small amount at least. I need to figure out how to set this up. From a mod that was permanently daytime. Solar panels OP. So we really don't have enough room anymore. So if we were to do advanced circuits, we have the circuit supply. These 4 should actually be enough for 24 red circuit, I think. Oh, you know what? We never actually connected our power. But I think these should be enough for like 24 red circuits if we wanted to use it solely for red circuits, which in a way we kind of are. So I think I can at least get 4 red circuits out of this and have it automated and work just relatively fine at least. There we go. That should fix our power woes. Found that added a TARDIS-like building with no time travel and had recursion. So you can have a building and a building and a building and a... Oh, wow. That sounds interesting. Except for the no time travel thing. It's not a real map until you have time travel. In a way, that sounds really cool, but it also sounds very tedious. Because if you're, I mean, I guess you use it for more of a storage thing, but I don't know. Or you could have each room, each building be a separate thing. I don't know how that would work. Sounds interesting though. Yeah, that'd be a ton of power. That's crazy. Gotcha. Okay, so power is still not good. That's because we never actually added the pipes that we need to connect them. Because I'm very smart. There we go. That should fix our problems. We'll check on that in a little bit once this team gets up and going. Okay, so how are we gonna do our stuff? I could bring plastics down through here. And then what else do we need? We need copper cables, so the copper's already there and the circuit's already there. So this shouldn't be too bad. We'll just need to figure out the logistics of putting it there. I saw that this is a little scarce, so we're going to supplement with the iron that we have got here. No, it's beautiful. Look how dense everything is. That's what we want. But I think that's very doable. I mean, we actually have our supplies right here. So, you know, there was a method to the madness, and it does work. And if I could actually grab this one's a fuller belt. But I can make the circuits right here. I just need to figure out how I want to do it. So copper cables, 2 per 0.5. Each of these are made in 6 seconds. So that means we need 4. So in 1 second, so one of these can, one copper cable machine will be able to cover 6 red, but we'll have to half that because of the buffer. So let's say 3. And I think that's fine. I can literally just put that there. Bring this down. Put these around. probably want to add a fourth one. I could remove the walls and put them closer together, and that might work better, as well as I kind of need to actually bring the belt back or move these forward. We are probably going to run into some issues if I continue to do this, because other things will need the circuits, but that's why I've started this. And once we get robots, we can kind of, forget all about our terrible spaghetti base, because we have crutches to lean on. Let's consume power though. Yeah. We'll figure it out. We have a lot of oil to work with. So I can convert all of this into power. We're just taking it step by step. Well, we'll see if we run into problems later on. Yeah, in solid fuel. Well, we have heavy and light fuel, but we haven't made it yet. But we have like 6K solid fuel, so that'll be decent at least for a while. All right, so let's start on this. Grab some plastic, start making advanced circuits on our inventory while this gets started. So I have a ton of these here that I want to use. $300? Yeah, okay, sounds good. Darn it. I need to put it here. And then we'll just attach this one later on once we're actually out. Okay, let's go grab some more plastic. That in there for now. So if we wanted to be crafty, we could actually just wrap this down and then add it to this side, because this is a one-sided belt. Let's do it. It's gonna be a nightmare trying to untangle everything, but it's gonna work. I heard of Robot World. I have not. I'm assuming you use a lot of robots. Okay, let's see. I should be able to get away with that and then putting on underground belt. out how I should do this. Okay, if we want this to work, we're gonna have to insert this onto the outside of the belt. And just bring it forward. Nice and easy. Really? That's very interesting. The moment I do that, we're out of coal. Hopefully that coal will last long. We have like 20k plastic here to work with, so that should last us a little bit. Just options start with robots given the same recipe as inserters. Wow. That sounds intense. All right, that is going to be the best I can do for now. I think this worked out okay. We're really using our space nicely, I think. Could be better, I'm sure, but works out. Okay, we ran out of blue, so let's research something else. Logistics, might as well get that eventually. And a mother is a player character, and the only way to manipulate the world is with bots. That's strange. That's interesting. I mean, that's basically free play, right? Or sandbox? One of the mods? Okay, I'm gonna carry some of this over to our smelting area. So let's put our inventory away. Yeah, the thing about the queue is sometimes I forget that it exists and we mess that up. Wondering why it wasn't working. Ghost spots and bugs. That'd be interesting. A new novel way to play. Okay, that's all good. Still getting a good amount of copper, although it doesn't really look like it. Probably drying up soon. Oh boy, we're gonna be running out of a lot of mining stuff soon, and we're gonna have to mine a lot more, open up a lot more of the area. But we've got things going at least. They're not fast, certainly, but they're going. Playing it to prevent you from going actually insane with the current mod set you're playing. Well, one would say, why willingly go insane, right? Sounds dangerous. But I guess factory must grow, right? It looks like we've gotten all these. So much stone. I love it, but at the same time, it's just too much. Also, I don't know why I have these extra steam engines. I must have miscounted when I made them. Gigawatts of power. Man, I really need to do a mega base one of these days. I'm one of those players who don't really go past rocket making. Once we're done with the rocket, I say we're done with the map and we move on. All right. Gigabase before red circuits. Oh no. Don't you see my mini base at red circuits? This is how I like it. Well, I'd like it a little bit more functional than this, but it works, you know? I don't need no gigabase. All right, so we're going to be mining up here and figuring out how much more coal vein that we can grab out of this. Because we have everything that we need right now making. We just need it to store up. And unfortunately, that's probably the name of the game because we don't have the room to do anything much faster than this at the moment, I think. As long as these are going, I'm happy. We are running low on iron and... oh no. Running low on iron and steel. I had not realized how low. Oh geez, we're actually really out of iron. That's terrifying. Alright, we're gonna stop this for a while. Could set up a small 1-2-1 train taking all the ores from the right side over to the left. Yes. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by 1-2-1, but yes, I could set up some sort of delivery system from this side to this side. Yeah, faster bots is definitely something I might want to do as well. Once we get blue science up and running or get a better set of it. I'm still pretty much working off red and green at the moment. Double-headed train with 2 wagons. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, 1-2-1. Understand. Yeah, I could put the train right here, but I am planning on moving up my mine on this side as well to cover this. So I'm not sure, because the majority of this is actually just coal, or I plan it to be coal, and then this is supposed to be my copper, iron, and stone, but this is ending up actually being multiple things. So I don't know. We'll see. We actually don't have much coal in here at all, actually. Mostly stone, which is also fine. Gonna clear this out and move the copper over. Too many stone things. I'm getting confused. All right, there we go. That should be clear for a little bit longer. Let's pick all. Never mind. Let's just bring it over. We travel on a straight line going back and forth. That's true. I'll consider it. Probably a smart idea. Okay, out of these, none of these are actually helpful at all. We'll grab the military science just because it's cheap now for us. But I'm not really planning on making any. But yeah. Train right here would actually be pretty perfect. But I'll have to think about the logistics on that. We do have our pipes here, so maybe that wouldn't really work. I could just bring it up and around and down this way. I bet it's a lot more mining. Guys are making me do a lot more work. For the good of the factory, I understand, but I don't like working. So all of these upgrades now need military science, and again, I don't plan on doing that. 50 for robot speed. That's pretty cheap. I think I really need to get these out though before speed. Because realistically, I'm only ever using robots in one spot, which is wherever I'm mining, pretty much. So that's the plan at least. Where did all my ammo go? I thought I had like 400. Okay, so again, the plan right here is to find where this vein goes. Hopefully it keeps on going. Because if it doesn't, then we're going to have some trouble getting coal around. The closest nearest coal deposit is over here, and it's only 12k. Presumably it could be more due to the... I just have to mine more, but I would rather have it up here than down there, because I already have the infrastructure made up here. We are running into a lot of biters. Really strange because in the rocks near our base, we ran into basically none. But now, they're all over the place. What's the deal? But it does look like the coal is continuing, so that's actually really good news for us. Just stop giving so many commands. Can I shoot the rocks? I can. I mean, I can use grenades on them, but last time we tried, they have 2,000 health each. So it's going to be a lot. And we'd be using up coal for the grenades. So it's either mine them myself or use our robots. The robots are much faster, and I'm somewhat pleased with this. Of course, it could be a lot faster, but for my purposes right now, this is fine. Use my hands to mine, please. You expect the glorious engineer of the caves to do his own work after he spent so much time inventing robots, putting them together, and getting all the resources for it? You ruined me with your words. No, don't do it. He did it. I hate you. Darn biter. Okay, let's move this up. It would be faster if I did it at the same time as my robots, yes, but my puny mind can't comprehend doing all that at once, and I'd much rather just stand here gaping at them to do the work. I'm just gonna check back down here for a second. I want to check the progress of our red circuits. Might be better spent time if I made blue science instead of the red circuits. I could technically already also set up a assembly machine for that. Yeah, this is not worth my time anymore. Put a machine up for some blue science. Let's put a singular machine up, but it's going to be... It'll aid us in making what we need here. I want that. I want that. I don't have to put them in different chests, but dang it, I'm gonna do it for organizational skills. Let's see. This is what I was looking for. Goes here. Grab our tool. And that should be good. Put our inventory away. Stop this. Pick that back up. Pick this up and start on my own set of blue science. Right. So again, it's not much. And what I should have done actually, and what I'm going to do, is do two sides of this. I could set up something a little bit more elaborate, but I'm lazy. And this is good enough for now. But this is enough for 266. That's more than enough, and that's more than enough, I believe. Oh, actually, it's 3 per. Okay, have the rest of them. Okay, that seems fine. Make something new. Let's see the use of any of these things. I never use any of these, but we'll grab them, I guess. What's our science look like? 125. And a lot. Okay. So I should probably add to this lab and add a couple more green science. But I'm not going to. Why? Because reasons. But we're still struggling on our iron. Fortunately, we're just meeting demand, I guess. Which is actually pretty surprising to me. But that is probably because I just supplemented all the iron. Come on, let's continue on doing our work here. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Playlist on your screen, and I'd appreciate it if you did the YouTube thing, like, comment, subscription, you know the deal. Thanks again, I'll see you next time.